And here we are, day number 2 at WonderCon Anaheim. With us is, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm writer David Lucarelli.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks.
How's your WonderCon been going so far?
So far, so good. You know, it was a little slow yesterday, but it's Friday night. People just getting there and can't complain.
Yeah. You can't see behind us, but it's Saturday. It looks like Saturday.
Yeah.
But take our word for it. So what did you bring to WonderCon this year?
Well, this year, my newest book is Dr. Zomba's Ghostly Tales. It's a modern horror anthology in the best tradition of EC Comics meets The Twilight Zone. And there's a free ghost inside every issue. Then we have our perennials. Children's Vampire Hunting Brigade is a coming-of-age gothic adventure, kind of a punk rock Buffy set in Scotland, inspired by the real-life Gorbals vampire incident. If you like period crime drama, we have Tinsel Town. It's a period crime drama about one of the first female police officers in Hollywood, set in 1915, 1916. Kind of like LA Confidential meets Boardwalk Empire. Real life, my mother was a police officer, so also my tribute to her.
Okay. Yeah, so these are all written by you?
All written by me. Most of them are illustrated by a Filipino artist named Henry Ponciano. This one, actually, I wanted to work with a bunch of different artists. So there's Anna Vizicek from Poland does one story, Brandon Perlow does another, and then Henry does the story in the middle.
How long have you been writing?
About 14 years now. Yeah, this is my 14th year at WonderCon.
Was it all comics or
I've also written, I'm a songwriter. I've written a couple of award-winning plays. I've had some short stories published. So, I find a lot of ways to keep myself off the streets.
Yeah, well, that one, like you said, inspired by your mom. But what else inspires you? It's kind of easy to tell from the subject here.
Well, I mentioned the Gorbals vampire incident. In real life in Scotland in the 1950s, hundreds of school kids went looking for a vampire in this one graveyard. Historically now it's considered mass hysteria, kind of like the Slender Man. Mm-hmm. But in our book, they find what they're looking for. They form the Brigade. 50 years later, these delinquents are drinking in that graveyard the night the vampires return. The inspiration behind Tinsel Town, Universal Studios in 1915, kind of a proto-feminist organization, had some of the first female police officers in the nation. Also, they were not above marching them in short skirts and parades, so it was kind of an interesting dichotomy.
And all self-published, I'm assuming?
What's that?
Are they all self-published?
Yep.
Yeah. So, if they're not here, where can they find the books?
So you can find all these books for sale in my Etsy shop. If you just go to abacabstudios.com, there's links to them all, and they all sell at cover price, signed by me.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave.
Absolutely.